Good evening, Team Lifetree. It is just great to see you all here tonight. And we are super excited because we've been planning this for a while. We have one of our favorites. She's a great elite leader with LifeVantage, and we have all learned so much from her over the years. She's just a natural with how to invite people to take a look at this at what we have. And we're just turning the time over to Krista Harris so she can teach us about how to invite people. So, Krista.
Yes, I am here and ready. Are
Awesome.
y'all ready? Everybody needs a pen and paper if you're not driving or something.
I got my life.
Because pen and paper is going to be the mode of communication. I mean, I'm going to speak. Hopefully y'all will take some notes because I took my notes. Look. Oh, you can't see them because my phone is all blurry. I mean, the background's blurry. But I wanted you guys to write things down because instead of looking at a PowerPoint, a couple of reasons. One is that how many of you seen in the last 6 years, right? There's something about literally writing, taking notes, writing an outline, having different points that that connects in your brain when you literally are using a pen or a pencil and writing it. I've even read studies that say pencils are more effective than pens. Now, I don't know why on that one. But anyway, anyway. Okay, here we go. I've just eaten dinner really fast. And I've got my peach Axio. There's 4 different things that we're going to talk about, 4 different kinds of people that we're going to talk about. And I'm going to have points under each of them. So I don't know if you want to just write down the first one and then take the points. Whatever's best for you. But the first type of person that we invite are sometimes the hardest, and that's family and close friends. Okay, family and close friends. So for the next 15 seconds, I want you to write 1 through 10 under that point. And I want you to write down the first 10 family members that come to mind. Just ready, set, go. Okay, that's the timer. Did y'all get them all down? Did everyone get 10? Okay, keep going. If you don't have 10, keep going. You got to have 10. We're not going to call them tonight, so don't freak out. If you get 10, then look up. Y'all have to have close friends or family of 10 people. There's got to be. You can't make the excuse that you don't have that many. Okay? Now, I should have said this before, but it should be 10 people that are not taking any of the products or in the business with you, right? But that's just an assumption I made. So I'm hoping that you wrote down 10 people that you know in your family or they're super close friends and they're not on Pro Tandem, etc., in products or in the business with us. Okay. So the thing I want you to do now is to write down one statement under those 10. I need to tell you this! Exclamation mark. Now here's the second statement. I'm concerned about you and want to share something that may help. I'm concerned about you and want to share something that may help. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you in Hawaii. Okay, so that is the first invite that I want us to talk about, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples, but those are the 2 points that usually are a good segue into a relationship or to an invite with a family member or friends. Okay, now the other thing that I think is often difficult with family is, well, first of all, they're just family. And so, they used to change your diaper, or you are their aunt or uncle and you changed their diaper, right? Or they know that you were slack when you were a teenager, or they know that you were irresponsible, or they know that you don't make a lot of money, or that you don't have a really big fat degree, or that you haven't been highly successful financially. Whatever it is that they know it, right? And so sometimes it's super hard to get them to listen to you when it comes to something that will help them health-wise or help them with their money. Okay. So if you feel that, then you are like me. You are like Mark and I. And this is how I say it, why I say that. I don't have a medical degree. I don't. And I'm not the healthiest person in the world. I'm not even in like the top, millionth of the healthiest person in the world. Okay. So you consider the fact that I don't come from a background of making a ton of money. For Pete's sake, y'all, we were missionaries and lived on friends and family support and churches that helped us to do what we felt like God called us to do. So who's going to look at me and go, hey, she's made a lot of money in her past, or she has this great business? No, maybe they'll look at us now, but you're not all executives. And until you are, then you're going to have to continue to invite. So the people I can introduce now, I introduce differently than when I first started. So I want you guys to look at all the 10 on your list and think about if those 2 sentences, one or the other, would actually open a door for you to be completely honest. No sneaky, nothing. Completely honest with a friend or family. Let's say it's your grandmother. Let's say it's your son. Okay, I need to tell you this. That should work with your son or daughter. That should work health-wise and financially. I need to tell you this. And you need to tell them this because you're concerned about them, because you actually care about their health or you care about what's going on financially. The other one, I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about you in parentheses financially. I'm concerned about you health-wise. And I need to share something with you. Yeah? Would it open up a door? It would. Yes. And this is what we did with our family. This is exactly what we did. I have 2 brothers who do not work the business. I literally work the business for them, slackos, because they're both in full-time ministry. And I want them to have more money because, you don't really sign up in ministry for the paycheck, right? So I want them to be able to do some things for their children, and we will all have grandchildren soon. And so I'm thinking ahead with them because I can see the potential of what network marketing does. I'm concerned about them health-wise. They both live under a ton of stress. One is a teaching pastor in Northern Ireland. Lots going on in that country, constantly issues. And the ministry that he handles in the church is huge. There's a ton of counseling, y'all know. The other one helps to lead a university with Youth with a Mission, the University of the Nations in Kona, Hawaii, their largest campus in the world. Tons of stress. I'm concerned about you, and I need to share something with you. That's what we did. That's what we did. So those are my closest. We called Mark's parents and said, you just need to know what we're going to do. You just need to know what we're going to do. We just want to fill you in. So I need to tell you this, right? Same type of communication with them. So if your biggest struggle has been, okay, I can't talk to friends and family. Those are your two little sentences, and you should be able to target those people with those two sentences and see. But you guys, you have to be concerned about them to say it. Right? You got to be concerned about them financially or health-wise to say that. You can't lie. You got to really be concerned. And if you don't care about that family member, then work on that somewhere else. We can do counseling another day, right? But do reach out. You can say these types of things to people, to other people as well. But that's the first one. The second type of people are acquaintances. So this is number two. Second type of people are acquaintances, people you have met from events. Okay, so these are friends at school events. That would be where I met a lot of people and customers of mine, some consultants, friends at church, friends at work, friends that people you meet on vacation, etc. Okay, now I want you to write down 5 of those really quickly. These are not family and they're not close friends. Okay, these are acquaintances. You should all have at least 5 that you have not shared LifeVantage or Pretendum or any of our products with. Everybody got 5? If not, open your phone. Just start scrolling. You'll see 5. Okay, now this is a really key point with acquaintances. You have to learn to listen to their need or their pain. So, for instance, many times you're at work and someone that you work with says something like, "Oh, my child, today she called and this happened. She said this or she said that. What am I going to do?" Parenting adults is really hard. Somebody says that, right? We've all heard it. Have you heard something like that? Yeah, we've all heard it. And I agree, parenting young adults is really hard. I'm in the stage. Okay, so this is the deal. At that point, you go, what's happened? What's going on? Because you actually care, you guys, you actually care about what's going on with her daughter. If you don't care, then that's another issue. But if you do care, then at that point, listen for what's going on. Maybe it's a financial strain on their family, and they're always calling her, who's the mother, for money. Mom, I need this. Mom, I need that. Mom, this happened. Mom, so-and-so wants to be on the competitive soccer team and they don't have the money. Can you help us? I mean, these are realities, right? These are real things that happen all the time. And I'm not saying don't be the mom that helps, but I am saying you should see something. You should be able to say, I feel so strongly that something I have could help you. Can I text something to you real quickly? Now, if you don't want to use text, then can I let you meet a friend of mine? If you don't want to do that, can I email you some information? People are really tired of emails. I don't know if you guys are the same, but I mean, I just get so much junk. So I'm a fan of texting and I'm a fan of three-way messaging, and I'm a fan of personal one-on-one meetings, and I'm a fan of Zooms where you actually see people. Okay. We're going to talk social media next. So I'm not saying don't use social media. I'm just saying when you're dealing with acquaintances, you don't always want to say, hey, are you on Facebook? Can we connect? Right. And there's it just depends as well what circles you move in, if they're going to be on Facebook or do any kind of social media or not. So when dealing with acquaintances, I feel so strongly this could potentially help you. Can I text you some info? Or can I text you something really quickly? What that does is it opens the door for you to get their text phone number, their number, right? And then immediately get their number, put it in your phone, and in the notes section where you put their contact in, put the product in there, like put Protandim Nerve 2 or Nerve 2 and collagen. Whatever they need and you've heard, or business. Okay? Because I'm not telling you that you're going to you're going to present. You're going to get a full presentation to them and information to them, but you got to set that up later. You can also say, if this is an acquaintance and you know that they're financially strained and that's the conversation, if that's what they're talking about, then say it. I feel so strongly this could help you something. That we're having a meeting at our house. I have a meeting on Monday night with this person that has a similar story or was financially strained as well. Do you want to hear about it? Because at that point they have to say no or yes, right? Okay, so you really want to get them where you are in control. This is part of the building depth, where you stay in control of your business. So you have the control of being able to communicate with them. Because other times, guys, if they say no and they give you their number and they're not interested, then reach out in a month and say, hey, how are you? What's going on with your daughter? What's happened lately? Just touch base out of the love and kindness of your heart, right? Depending on what their need and or pain was or is. But you have to learn, and I have to learn this as well, is to listen so that I can key into what is it that I have that could bring hope to this person. And these are usually acquaintances. You usually already know what's going on with family, right? And super close friends. But acquaintances that you just work with, or you just know from being a mom on the soccer field watching little kids, which was a lot of my story as we built this, or people you meet on vacation and you end up, I don't know, seeing them at the same, I don't know, pool, whatever, then those are acquaintances. I feel so strongly this could help you, or this could possibly help you. Can I text you some information? Okay, completely open door. Usually they're not going to say no. Okay, number 3, social media friends. I'll go through this one quickly. I don't know how many of you actually use social media, but take the notes because, you may think about it. I'm not going to make you write down who, because that's hard when you're not looking at your phone, right? Who follows you or whatever. However, if you want to take 5 seconds and write some people down, write them down, because you're going to do some of this work this week. So if you got people that you know via social media, or types of people that you know, that would be another good one. So if you're like, I have real estate friends, you could write these things down. Real estate people, they love network marketing. They love it. One of the companies, I think it's Keller Williams, is structured like a network marketing company. So they understand it. Insurance salesmen and saleswomen, those people are into residual income. Every time we pay whatever we pay on our life insurance, my life insurance guy gets a cut, right? So those people understand leveraged income. School teachers, policemen, and or women. These people don't make enough money for what they do. They have hearts of gold to serve the community and to serve children. And they need to make more money, right? Moms are huge. Moms and grandmoms, they will work. They will work for the sake of their children. Moms and grandmoms. Dads are a little more tricky unless they seriously hate what they do. And you can write that one down too. Dads are men who hate what they do. Okay, now on social media, you're going to learn how to do posts with before and after pictures. And I can't teach you guys this right now. Post with before and after pictures. Stats and or studies. And you want tiny bits of those stats and studies. So if you guys go on to my Facebook page today, I actually did this with the GLP-1 earlier this morning. I went on and looked at the new study that came out in July, and then I screenshotted a little bit of those studies. I think it was the, well, where's my phone? Here it is, and I'll tell you what it was. So my story, or my story says this. I got to find it. No, I don't want to create a story. I just want to see my story. Okay, so I have Jody Russell on there first because Jody's in Alaska and she's in our team. And I helped her earn this trip. I worked with her to help her get there. I'm not the only one who worked with her, but I did help her. And it says, oh, yeah. So on my story, it says, so wonderful to watch one of our teammates enjoy earning this Alaskan cruise. This can happen for you as well. Message me and I'll be happy to help you too, heart. So easy. And it is a story about her trip and what she's doing. And you can tell that she's a business owner and that she earned it when she sees it. Okay. The next part of my story is a picture of a lady who lost 21 pounds and 12 inches in 12 weeks. And she's got a lot of back fat that disappeared. And I said, read the results from recent study with a pointer finger that they know that the next slide is going to say something. Then I put on the next slide, it says 200% increase in GLP-1, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Then it has a little tiny bit of the study that says, with findings from the initial trial conducted in 2024, the average increase of GLP-1 improved to over 200%, a significant rise from the previously reported 140%.
Do you want me to show it, Krista? Do you want me to show it?
Oh, I don't know if I can do it.
No, I can do it. I think.
Yeah, do it. That would be, oh, great. There you go. Okay, can you go back? This was my day today, and this is just what I put on this morning. I get up and do my devotional, and most days I try to put something on unless I have 17 people in my house. So the one before, Julie, one more before.
It's over here while watching, trying to explain to myself why it was noble until it's small. If it's not big, it always live your God-sized dream.
So that's it. If they want to see more, they can click on her post. Then the next one, the next slide. This stuff is for real. Read the results from a recent study. Okay, next. And that's all I put from that particular portion of the study because people don't want to read a bunch of stuff. They're scrolling. They're addicts. Okay. This was the next one. Key findings. And this I put in here because it was average weight loss of 11. Some participants lost up to 24, 25. Then the next one, I just emphasize the keeping of your muscle. Is this particular what the results were physically, what people noticed? And then I just put read more, order more. And if they click on that link, and there's Ariana, there's my daughter. The next one is my daughter leaving because she left yesterday morning super early, getting on the plane again. Okay, because you want to keep them involved in your day-to-day life. right? And I just share, I don't know, I share about mom issues or discipleship issues with mom. I share about my kids and I share about LifeVantage. So people are used to what I share about. And if they find something that they like that I share, then that's why they follow me. So that's what that is. And it's not hard to do, but it does take a little bit of understanding. So I don't want to stay super focused on that, but I will probably get a message or two in the next 24 hours. Those stories will only last for 24 hours. And I usually get a message from someone that says, I want to go on an Alaskan cruise, or, hey, what is that stuff? Right? Or, and I thought about this lady today. I had a lady last month that said, I get paid on Friday. I texted her Friday. She did not order. So I'm trying to get her, right? I'm trying to send her more information before and afters that she would relate to. Okay. So that's family and friends, number 1, acquaintances, number 2, and number 3, social media friends, and number 4, strangers. And this is how and these are people like at the grocery store checkouts. Literally, I've gotten in conversations at the grocery store checkout. Uber drivers, you can do this one. But even if you're as someone that's riding with an Uber driver, then don't be afraid to bring up this conversation, because most Uber drivers hated what they did. And so therefore they're doing what they do now. And or they love being an Uber driver because they're making really good money, which means that they are an entrepreneur. So you got to get in their head, because you got to say things like, yeah, for daytime, I do this.
Can I correct you on something, Krista?
Yes.
That most of us Uber drivers have been getting paid less and less and less.
Sad.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Sad. So for the ones of you who don't know, Mai's an Uber driver. So usually what I do is I ask a few questions if I'm in the car with an Uber driver, and I don't, that's usually when you're on events or whatever. But I am at the grocery store all the time. And I do run into other people that are strangers at church that I have never met before. Okay. So you've got to be open-minded, because if you've run out of what's your sort of warm market, you got to find people. That's the blessing of social media. You will find people. Bye, Dr. Teresa. Glad you were on here. We're just about to finish in a little while, and then you can watch the recording. Okay. So these are the things I usually say. If I'm in a conversation or something just randomly comes up, this is what I say to Uber. Hey, I noticed, obviously, you're an entrepreneur. Are you interested in making more money? Are you interested in leveraged income? Are you interested in residual income? Are you interested in learning or winning wonderful trips? Right? Just lay it out. They're going to drop you off in 10 minutes. So who cares if they're uninterested, right? Just lay it out. Practice on them. I want to give you another example. Literally one day I was in the grocery store. I've told you guys this a couple of times, but lots of different people on at different times. But I was in a grocery store on the supplement aisle, and I saw a lady looking at B12 and B6. And I was looking at something. I don't know what I was looking at. And I said to her, hey, are you looking for energy? Because I know what B12 and B6 do. And she goes, yes, I'm so tired. And I was like, really? Is that it? Or is there other stuff going on? She was like, well, this. And it gave me a complete inroad to talk to her and say, well, listen, can I get your text? Can I send you something? Can I get your email? You okay if I send you something? I had a lady literally walk up to me in a grocery store one time. I did not know her from Adam. And she said, oh, I love your skin. You're so fair. And then she said, if I offered you a free facial, I think she said a free facial, would you take it? And I went, really free? She goes, yeah, it's free. And I went, sure, I'll take it. I mean, why wouldn't you? And she didn't feel weird, right? And she goes, okay, well, here's my card. Just call me and you can come over and book an appointment. She lived like, I said, are you in Lee Summit? She said, yeah, I'm like 15 minutes from here. I said, okay, great. She handed me a Mary Kay card and it shut me down because I knew a Mary Kay distributor, right? And so I went, oh, shoot. I know a ton of Mary Kay distributors. I probably need to go with them, right? Instead of you. And she understood. She was super sweet about it. But then I realized right there, never will I do this. Never will I do this. Right? Because if she had said, can I send you some information? Then she could have sent me a link to a ton of other products, a ton of, I just found this great, I'm always needing lip liner. You can tell because my lips are thin and I have to line them. I'm always looking for the best lip liners that are natural, that help me because I am so fair. And the older you get, y'all probably know this, you lose all your lip color. So you got to put it on constantly. And so she could have said to me, you know what? You would look great in our brown lip liner. And I would go, you know what? Send me that info because I need it. Right? She was all made up. So she looked perfect, right? Because Mary Kay girls, they wear that makeup. Okay. So be open to what is going on with opportunities for you to just open conversation with strangers. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm extroverted, so some of it comes supernatural and easy. But you guys just use your eyes to see what is going on with people and be aware of what other people's needs are. Everybody needs more money. Everybody needs more money because our economy, because the eggs are too pricey and gas is too expensive, right? And have you bought meat lately? Okay. Everybody needs it. This is a great time to say, in the egg department, oh my word, these eggs, when are they going to go down? Well, they're a little bit lower, right? I can remember when they were so-and-so. I don't know what I would have done without this home-based business that I have. Easy, but you have to control the conversation. That's all my notes, y'all. So I want to open up the call, see if you guys have any specific questions. I'm happy for us to unmute Julie and then I can answer, but I know that we're at 35 minutes, so I don't want to take more time if y'all are used to getting off at 30. Anybody questions? Want to share any specifics, Teresa?
I'm not sure if you guys have heard, I've not found out anything further. Our stocks took a big hit at the end of July. Any question as to why they did a nosedive?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But I tell people all the time, we had a guy that invested a ton of stock, would not do the business, and we've made so much more money than that man has had. So I would not worry about the stock. I just worry about inviting and following through and following up and doing 15 presentations.
Right.
The stocks go up and down. So if we put our hope in that, it's just not, we just can't control it. You can control that your invites and follow up.
I was just wondering if the stock crashed like that because we weren't making enough distributors, whether they were consultants or purchasing.
I don't know. I should ask Mark. Sometimes he follows the stock to see what's happened, but I never look at the stock. It's never stopped me.
Thanks.
Dan Hunt.
Down.
Yeah, I was wondering, how much should we point out to people the peer-reviewed studies on, say, NRF2 and other?
Yeah, I do. I'm not afraid of just presenting science at all. I think most of the people that come into LifeVantage have either just a science brain where they're super keen on science, or they're super keen on science and they want to make money, right? So you can't go wrong. It's just where you go wrong is if you only send science information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've been doing it with naturopathic doctors, so I seems like it's appropriate for them.
Yes. I mean, you can print studies, Dan, and highlight certain sentences in the studies. I used to print those and hand them out for people to look at those in my presentations that were
Okay.
sitting in front of me, because their eye will go to what's highlighted, right? And read what's highlighted.
Yep.
So you can
Right.
print them and then highlight exactly what you want them to see. Y'all, I have to open the door. I'm listening. I just need to open the door for my dog who has to go outside. But I can hear you. So talking to anybody.
Anybody else have a question? You can unmute yourselves.
So I have a friend, her son was working at Best Buy and he quit because he wasn't very happy with that job. And now he is driving Uber and he is actually making more money than he did when he was working at Best Buy. But I've mentioned it to his mom, who it's like, well, he could try this. He has a business degree too. So
Wow.
it's not like he doesn't understand. If I were to say it's leveraged income or whatever, he should be able to kind of figure that part out. But is there a way that you would suggest of introducing it to somebody, like because it's the whole, I mean, he knows that it's network marketing and there's the whole, I'm not a salesperson.
I'm not
response.
either, Tracy.
I know, I'm not either. I'm not either. So how do you respond to that? Just
Well, I'm going to say this. If you had 50 people on your list, people that you were going to talk to, it wouldn't stress you out.
yeah.
Stay focused on that. If you had 50 people that you were going to follow through with the system, you wouldn't be stressed out about this particular guy getting it or not getting it. And you'd be way more open about, well, maybe this is not for him right now. Maybe later,
Yeah.
but right now he may not be open. Okay. All that said, I think I would probably, do you have access to him or just his mom?
Pretty much just his mom, because he's a
Yeah.
young adult and
Yeah.
she
Yeah, it's
hardly
awkward
gets to see him,
yeah.
it's like busy.
I
here and
mean, I'd probably send her maybe the ABC primetime. I just used Renee's site again today that she made for Team Lifetree. Activatedwellness.us. I love
yeah,
that
that's a good
site.
one.
And
Yeah.
I would send her that and I'd probably just say, listen, I've got David. Try David. I've got a guy that's willing to talk to him who comes
Yeah.
from some business background, who's had a really good success run recently. Do you think you'd be willing to talk to him?
Yeah.
That's probably what I
And
would
you
do.
you can always tell him about me. Cause I
Yeah,
am a Uber driver and you know,
Yes.
there's,
Yeah.
I just put, I just put a video in the chat. Hopefully it comes through. It's Don D and he talks about supplementation versus activation.
That's a
I
great
want to
video.
encourage us all. I mean, I listened to it pretty much twice today, but really guys, we have such a powerful message and we got to put our big girls and boy pants on because we need to share this message. There's nothing else like this out there. And that's my word. That's my encouraging word of the day.
Yeah.
Go do it. Like Nike said.
Yeah. Carol, I see your hand.
I was just going to say one thing that I have been doing as of recently. I've been kind of focusing on our first responders. I just feel like that's where God is having me focused right now. But one of the things that I am doing is just approaching people that I know right now and saying, hey, I'm working on a project to help our first responder family. Do you have a little bit of time that I can explain it to you? And I just would love your opinion. I want to bring value to our community. So do you have time to listen to this? And that is not, it's kind of giving people an out as far as, hey, can you just give me your opinion? So, or I'm working on a project for my teacher friends or whatever, fill in the blank, and maybe be specific about a demographic and really focus on that demographic right now. And just all your teacher friends or all your
Yeah, I totally agree.
whatever.
I totally agree. I did this for a season where I wrote like some posts consistently that targeted young moms with young kids, and that was really effective. Really effective. Who's next? Anybody? Janine, I see your mouth moving, but I don't know if you're talking to us. You're muted. Can you unmute it? Are you on your phone?
Click that microphone that has the red line through it. Tap the
She's on her
microphone.
phone. You know how the phone is different when you're on it?
Oh, try sweeping your screen over one. Sometimes
Yeah.
if you swap your screen over or slide things over, it makes you
Julie,
unmute.
can you unmute her?
I think we can only
I can-
ask her to
I can
unmute.
ask her to.
Okay, ask her.
Oh, there, something happened. You had it. No, you're still muted.
Yeah, I've asked.
Hold on, Janine. She's going to ask you on your screen. So answer yes or however you do it if it comes up on your screen. You may have a chat. It may come up in the chat
Yeah,
section.
you need to just tap something on, well, except for you're on your phone.
Julie, can you just unmute everybody?
Let's
I don't know if
see.
you can.
I can ask everybody to unmute.
That's fine. And maybe then Janine can answer.
Hmm. Let me see. Have you tried swiping your screen over to the side, Janine? Is that not working for you?
How did you ask? It didn't show up on mine.
It
Oh,
did.
'cause I'm not muted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's not working.
Hey, Janine, type it in the chat. Can you do that? Can you go down to the chat section? Or is it too long? Oh, I'm so sorry. Anybody else has a question while Janine's working on it?
I was gonna try to get on.
Oh, there's Mary. Mary has a question. Hey,
Hi,
Mary.
everybody. Hey, I'm doing an experiment up here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I kind of take the position I'm a recovery advocate for a lot of people. And so in the last month, I felt like, and this is true for us who are Christians, we have spiritual authority in our area where we live. And so I've just been praying for the community and just drove and found all these different gas stations up and down a certain part of my community and stopped in and asked the manager if they have a bulletin board. And I made myself a flyer about activating wellness and some, bullet points about it and put my name as a recovery advocate. Here's my phone number. Here's my whatever. And then I talked to the manager. I said, hey, I live in the community. I care about people. I'm just going to put this up on the bulletin board. Would you like a copy? So the manager got a copy and when it got up on the bulletin board. Every manager was very interested, but I haven't got any phone calls back. So now I have to, I think, keep circulating.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the managers said, oh, you should just come on Friday and put a table up here. You could talk directly to the customers. So I need to figure out how to do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's great. I love that idea. I love it. I mean, how's that different than just walking into a chiropractor's office and say, hey, I can help with inflammation or whatever?
Same kind of thing.
I guess that's a claim you can't do, but you can, you can say I've helped a lot of other chiropractors.
Right.
Right. So I like that idea.
Yeah.
We pray you get some. We got to pray the right mindset on an addict comes in that they want it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually there's an Al-Anon place too. So I stopped into the local AA building where people can just do their programs too. So I guess I have to keep showing up in those places that I'm actually a person in the community. It's not just a piece of paper. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. I love those ideas.
Yeah.
I do have to reiterate again and again and again what Carol's just saying and what Mary's saying. It's so important that you talk to people that you relate to, right? There's just so many that you can relate to. And the people you relate to have something in a similar that's in their world, whether it's being a mom with young kids, whether it's Mary who helps who does actually run a ministry to help addicts, or it's Carol who her husband's been in the industry forever. So there's so many there's just so many school teachers. If you've been a school teacher, a doctor, Anne Marie does a lot with horse trainers because that's what she does. So whatever it is that you are connected to, people are going to listen. They're going to listen because they understand. Janine, did you get anything in there? Oh, shoot.
I
what
did
if-
it on my phone, Janine. The only thing I could figure out is if you just take your finger and swipe the whole screen over to the side, that I think it might unmute
The other
you.
thing you could do is call Debbie, or that way you could call me. I can call you, Janine.
It looks
Maybe
like
she
Janine
can
is
get off and then
frozen.
get back on.
I'm not sure
You
Janine
can get
is
off and get
still
back on. You want to do that?
Her picture's frozen.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she may have lost.
It may
that
just
may
be, I don't know where
Yeah,
she's
maybe
at.
that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I don't want to overstay my welcome
Yep.
here.
We'll
happy
connect
to-
with you.
I'm
We'll get a
totally
question
fine.
answered one of the
Okay.
way.
I can stay, but I just want to make sure if y'all want to jump off, jump off. Anybody else on specific questions or concerns or great ideas that are being successful? Okay. Well,
Thank you so
bless you.
much, Krista.
Oh, wow. You guys, I love you all. We love seeing when you're all successful. And I love stories like Mary's saying on not necessarily success, but work and effort because it will happen. It will happen, Mary. There will be somebody that goes, holy smokes, I'm in this place where I need help, right? And so just don't give up, y'all. And that's why I said to Tracy, because Tracy's been at it a long time, Tracy, you got to have 50 people. You just got to have 50 people and you got to go find them. When we first started this business, there was a little book called The Blueprint. I don't know how many of you, Julie, would remember it. But the blueprint, and in the blueprint, Debbie remembers it, it gave you lists of people, the types of people. And there were things like school teachers, real estate agents, insurance salesmen. So go through the training section in the hub again and just get to the invite. Get to that where you go, okay, what is my problem? I cannot get anybody invited.
Yeah.
Okay, but invite is not where you get the money.
Right.
So we should do another one on follow-up. We should do another one on what to send them. Hey, Dan.
That newest study on the GLP-1, is that on the LifeVantage page or LifeVantage Hub, or where can I find that?
That I think I found in the hub.
Okay.
Yeah, they usually put those also, under the product in the product section where people go.
Yeah, in the GLP-1, you're right. It may be under the product in the GLP-1. I'm not sure how I found it.
It was listed in one of the emails. I think it was announced through an email at one point.
Well, and yeah, it may just be in one of your Monday emails.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's out there. It's not hidden.
GLP-1 has a lot of extra stuff in it. So if you go to the page on learn more, whatever on
Yeah.
GLP-1,
There's
more there than the other products.
I should find it there.
Yeah, there's like diet and how to exercise and
Yep.
all that stuff's on that one.
Okay. Thank you.
Everybody's so helpful.
I'm going to say one thing before we leave, and that I went to the Amish convention, and that was really it was really interesting. But one thing Dondi said, he's talking about hydration, and they invited questions, so I put it in a written form, and I talked to him afterwards too, and he said we had to have 70, well, whatever, half of what you weigh in ounces. And I said, well, can we use Axio? And he said, no, a fish can't swim in Axio. So somehow you got to get water into you that's good. And he recommended what Jackie does, which is the Celtic salt, a pinch of salt. And Squeeze of lemon or coconut water. So I just thought I'd throw that in before we leave. So if you're trying to hydrate with Axio, you might want to add some things to
I'm
it.
about to go tell my husband that right there.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
don't know we'll have to get him to tell us the details of that, but it seems
Well,
like
anything that
smart.
Don D does, you guys need to listen for it. Go on and does anyone have his YouTube channel? I can't remember what it's called. I think I'm on there, but I can't remember the name of it.
It seems like it has realm or king or
Ah,
in it too, but I can't remember the name of it.
yeah, they're just rock stars. He's
Mhm.
just fantastic. Dan, he'd be a good one for you to listen to.
Yep.
Really good one.
Can you do a follow-up meeting, please?
I can. I just leave for Nashville on a Wednesday. So I don't know when I'll have a free Monday night, but Julie or Debbie, just be in touch with me and we'll just find one.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Krista. It's just, an honor to be able to learn from you. And I love just how candid you are and how practical. And, it was something simple that we can all, put into practice. So just some easy ways, just relating to the people that we meet each and every day. So
Yes. I
thank
love watching the sunset behind your door.
Oh,
We started with the sun with bright skies, and now it's like getting to
Yeah.
be beautiful at the evening.
okay. Well, thanks everyone for being on tonight.
Thank you,
And
Krista.
let's see, next week
Mm.
we have, you're not going to want to miss next week because Jody and Cynthia, who are now as we speak on the Alaskan cruise, they're going to be sharing about the Alaskan cruise that they're on right now. So that's going to be really exciting. And then the last Monday of the month, we have Dr. Ron Nathanson doing an opportunity presentation. So we have an opportunity to use these skills that we learned tonight to invite people to the Zoom. So
That sounds great. Those are great people.
yeah, okay. So thanks everyone. God bless you all. Have a great week.
Thank
night.
you.
See you all.
Bye.
Good night.